Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Prab. In today's video, I'm going to dive into the first challenge that I faced was finding a place to live when I moved to Australia. So if you're trying to figure out how to find accommodation, you have come to the right place. Before we get started, a massive congratulations on getting your visa for Australia. I'm here to give you some super helpful tips. When I was coming to Australia, I had a family friend place to stay till I could find my own place to live. If you don't have family or friends here, it is a good idea to start looking for a place to stay as soon as you get your visa. A lot of universities or educational institutes offer short-term accommodation. You can also book Airbnb, hostels or hotels. It is better to plan ahead and not wait until the last minute, otherwise it can cost you a lot and it might limit your options. And once you are in Australia, you can look for a long-term accommodation to live in. Trust me, it is not always simple to find a place. Usually you haven't rented in Australia before and you need to show a proof that you can pay the rent. Also, you are competing with fellow renters, especially if you want to live near your campus. Yes, there is a lot of competition out there. I have started looking houses before my course started and it took me almost a month to find a good place. So let's get ready to find your new home. Before you start looking, make your budget wisely. And remember, you have to pay for water, electricity, and sometimes extra money at the start as a bond. Now, think about how you want to live, your lifestyle. Do you want your own room or are you okay with sharing? Some students prefer sharing a house but not a room. Also, think about the people you might live with. Do they have pets, kids, or do they smoke? Remember that this is not for a couple of days, so make these decisions carefully. And then there is another big decision to make, whether you want to live in an apartment or a house. So if you really want a backyard, you might have to live a bit farther away from the center of the city. Being close to your campus or part-time job can save you time, money, and cause less stress, especially if you're going to use public transport. So consider these factors before you start researching. First, you need to understand what the different platforms are where you can find a house. You will need to do some research before deciding what type of accommodation is best for you. Research, research, and research. So there are some cost and student-friendly platforms like Gumtree, Marketplace, and Flatmates. And you can use filters to choose where you want to live, what you like, and how much you can pay. When you like a place, you can send a private message to inquire and arrange an inspection. Another unique option is exploring local grocery stores where people put up ads regarding accommodation available in that particular suburb. Don't forget about Facebook groups. There are many Facebook groups like Indian in Melbourne and other community pages. You can also make a post to tell what kind of place you are looking for. Other well-known real estate platforms are such as realestate.com.au and domain.com.au are also widely used for discovering houses options in Australia. It is important to understand that these websites are not as commonly used for finding shared living spaces. Once you secure the property, you might have the opportunity to share it with others as long as the property owners allow you to do so. Other places are like student accommodation. I didn't check this because my understanding was that these can be an expensive option. As per the internet, students who plan on staying on campus pay rent of around 1,460 Australian dollars and off campus will cost around 596 Australian dollars per month. The good things about student accommodation are usually they are very close to the place you study and they are very safe. A residential college is another one. They are usually on campus or very close to campus. This can also be a little expensive. Both student accommodation and residential college are usually not that spacious. Another choice you have is to stay with an Australian family, which is called a homestay, but I have limited knowledge about this. Have you heard of University Living website? Well, I haven't personally used it. It's worth checking out. I'll put the link to all these sites in the description section. You can also check university resources. Often universities have resources to help international students finding houses. You can also check your student support services from your university or institute if they might have a list of recommended places. Also, reach out to current students or student groups. They might have suggestions or even roommates looking for a new housemates. Once you like the property, You like the area, look into the safety of the area, you want to feel secure in your new home. If possible, visit the place before signing any agreement. Pictures can be deceiving and you want to make sure it is the right fit for you. Once you have decided, the most of the landlords ask you to pay the bond, usually 2 weeks to 1 month's rent, and possibly the first month rent in advance. For example, you like a property which is $500 per month, then you need to pay $500 for first month rent and $500 for bond. So just for the property, you need approximately 1,000 Australian dollars. Ensure your name is on the lease to avoid any future hassles. Understand the terms and follow the payment instructions provided by the landlord or agent. Sometimes you might encounter situations where your housemates privately rent to you without involving the official landlord. This can be risky. Without proper agreement, they might ask you to leave anytime. I have experienced this myself and I want to help you avoid such situations. The first place I rented was from a housemate who was subletting a room. Unfortunately, after just about 4 months, they asked us to leave. It was tough because moving houses takes a lot of time, money, and they can affect your mental well-being, especially in a new country. When you move in, thoroughly check the property again. If anything is broken, inform the landlord or agent. Take photos if you find anything problematic, even when you get the keys. If the house isn't clean, take pictures of that too. Email these photos to landlord or agent as evidence when you move out. Keep copies of the rental agreement. Try to keep all communication in writing. This is really important. Lastly, I want to mention a helpful resource or a website which is called Tenants Victoria. If you encounter issues during your tenancy, this website can provide valuable guidance. One more piece of advice, especially for newcomers. Be cautious online. There are scams both online and in person. People might try to take advantage of you because you are new. I have seen a lot of scams on websites like Facebook. If you're unsure, ask someone who has been here or your university. They can help you determine if things are right or not. If you're new to Australia, let me know in the comments section how your search for a place to stay is going. And if you have been here for a while, I would love to hear about your experiences too. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Remember, finding a home takes time, so don't give up. Best of luck. Bye for now and see you in the next video.